Hey everybody, I'm Tony Fleming from Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Thanks for joining me on another fabulous collector car video. You say, Tone, what is a collector car video versus the normal videos you do? And I say, you know what? Thanks so much for asking. I'm glad you did. Here's what that means. What it means is a car that is rare, right? You say, oh, a Bel Air convertible, how, is that really rare? Well, just to give you an idea, because I couldn't remember all the numbers, so I had to write them down, 720,000 Bel Airs built. 720,000 Bel Airs built in 57, right? This is one of only 3% of those. 3% of them were convertibles, right? Super low number, super rare. You say, well, Tone, 3%, well, that's still a good amount of cars. Yeah, but it's almost 70 or 60 or 70, almost 70 years later, right? That this car was built. How many are left? That's why these continue to go up in value, because they're rarer and rarer each time. This is the way a car rolled off the showroom floor, except for a couple small upgrades here to make the driving a little bit better. And we are going to spend some time looking at some cool colors, cool features, and a cool car as well. Don't forget to hit the like button down below. That helps get our message out, and I really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel. We have new stuff coming out all the time, and maybe share it with your friends. They might see some stuff that they like as well. I like to highlight why people love these cars so much. Listen, I'm sure you're saying the same thing. You're saying, Tone, that's a beautiful car, but a lot of times we don't know why it's a beautiful car, right? Here's a couple things, right? Imagine the jet age is upon us. It's the 50s, right? TV's just kind of coming out. We don't have a microwave oven, no internet, no, we have so many things that have come later on, but this is a great time in our lives, right? And so incorporating the jet age into cars, right, is everything that you'll see here. For instance, here's the intakes for the engines, right? Or also here, intakes for the engines. You see the sweeping side down here that shows that this car is moving. It's moving even when it's sitting still. When we get back of the car, we'll see the styling in there that shows the exhaust of the engines, right? It's just all of it's tied up in here, and that's why we said, wow, you're right, that's super cool. This was like, and then these right here, these are these great vents right here in gold from the factory, right? There was a nice touch that they did. And also too, when you're talking about moldings and things like that, well, how does that get on there? Do they stick it on? Is it screwed on? No, because if it was screwed on, it would be ugly. When the car is at the assembly line, they would tack weld on these pins, and this is what it clips to on there. So if you wanted to remove those items, right? The other thing about makes a Bel Air different than say the 110 and the 210, sorry, and the earlier ones, the Del Reys and stuff like that, is the simple fact that this has no post, right? If you were in a coupe version of this vehicle, the Bel Air coupe has this all wide open. It's why they're so popular. It's why they look so good. All right, let's get to paint. All right, so when I say mirror finish Matador red paint, right, what does that actually mean? So here, I want to give you a little lesson on paint for a second. Many people look at paint and go, wow, that's shiny paint. I'm telling you to look at the paint, but don't look at the paint. Tom, what do you mean when you say that? It sounds confusing. Well, look what's in the paint. Here's what I mean by that. So, for instance, we're going to spend a second here. Let's look at the ceiling in here. Let's look at the lighting in here. Let's look how crisp the letters are in here. The crisper and things like that that you can see, mirror finish, right? The better the paint quality is. You've heard of orange peel paint. Well, the reason why it's orange peely is because it hasn't been finished, it hasn't been prepped right or whatever. And what happens is the light gets trapped in there and it can't get back out. It can't reflect the light back out to make it look shiny. Here we have what I say is mirror finish paint. All right, we have two kinds of customers here. Ones that just want a cool car, want to take the family out, the kids out, maybe another couple to dinner out in the car or whatever. Great, love that. Others want to do maybe the same, but they also want to go to some car shows. And what we've done here is we have a car that's detailed enough for you to take to a car show and feel proud to show off. What do I mean by that? Well, for instance, here versus maybe some other places, they don't detail the components under the hood. They don't detail the undercarriage so that you can show it off, or the trunk. We like to do that here. It's part of the package. So here, let's take a peek here and see what we got. All right, so here we have our correct 283 in here, right, which is very nice. And a couple things we forget to ask about. Remember, these older cars did not come standard with power steering, power brakes, lots of things. This one in particular does, and has the correct style stuff. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, for instance, this has the original generator on it. It hasn't been converted to an alternator. It has the power steering drive off of the back of the generator. That is a very expensive unit, right? This is detailed. We're waiting on those small little red tags put on there, which I think will look great. This has power brakes, right? And for instance, like the decals are done and things are a different color and everything's not spray bombed black. It's like all detailed and shiny and looks good when you open the car. It's also very functional too, right? You could get in this car and go for a drive. All of it's been rebuilt, restored, and ready to go. All right, so we finished our talk about the jet age and luxury and things like that, right? For instance, here we have the exhaust of the engines coming out, all right? The luxury pieces of trim. This is why these cars look so different than, say, the 210s, right? Gold emblems that would have come from the factory, dual antennas, right? Really cool. And looking into the car right here, you have that great two-tone interior. Lastly, one of the things I love to do is I like to tell people, tell your friends to go out to the garage, you'll meet them out there for a minute and check out your new gas cap you got. And they're like looking around, can't find the gas cap, whatever. It's a super, super feature of these cars. And here it is, hidden right inside here. Okay, and boom, there it is. Nice and easy to fill, and they didn't mess up the body and the beautiful styling. That's why these cars are so desirable. It's all of these little things that add up to make a fabulous collector car. This is a fabulous interior. I just wanted you to take a moment just to look at how great this is. Think about how easy it is to be a real world car and carry 6 people in here, right? Imagine going to dinner with 2 couples. 2 couples in this car. Everybody has room. Everybody's smiling, having a good time, talking about, I remember when, or the kids are in here and they see something, maybe on some other cars like this right here, this cool vent window, which I love, okay? In case you decide to take up smoking, it's all the rage. Everybody's doing, all the kids are doing it, as they say. All right, anyway, come join me inside because this one here, also has some luxury features too. And some luxury features like power windows, right? That was a pretty rare option for these cars back then. Power brakes, power steering, right? All of those things add up to a much better drive. Let me tell you, old school cars didn't always come with those things, so make sure you ask for that if you're looking at something else. Here we also have the luxury of automatic transmission, right? Put it right in drive, go for a drive. It's got the original power glide in it. And I want to point out a couple small things that I think make for a better car than others. For instance, the lighting is working inside here. And you say, well, Tone, isn't it supposed to be working? Well, agreed, it's supposed to be working, but 9 out of 10, if not 10 out of 10 cars, most of this does not work because it takes a lot of effort over the years to restore a car and make all of that stuff still work the way it should. But I love the idea that you can move that like that, have your friends pop in, boom, put your arm here around your favorite person, and wheel on down the road. I wanted to close the video up inside the car because I just love these cars, right? Like, for instance, this isn't really, I didn't grow up in this era, but this is really one of my, people ask me all the time, Tone, what's your favorite car? I'm like, the Bel Air is the styling of a Bel Air. It's like no other car. It really is. Like, look around at all of these cool touches from the stainless on the aluminum on the trim and the chrome and the engines and the all of these great things just make for a cool car. Power convertible top, power steering, power disc brakes, wide white radials, right? All of the things are here, power windows. All these things are here to make for the driving experience even better. I'm telling you, this is a great, great car. Call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this 57 Bel Air convertible.